All right, good morning, guys. No fancy intro for the day. We're just gonna get right into it. Still wearing the chest mount. One more video. I'm gonna try it maybe like 6 inches higher on my chest and see if that makes a difference with my hands blocking the camera. Hopefully it won't today. It's like way higher up on my chest. I was wearing it way too low last video. But we have, you already know, juicy mullet in there, and I actually cast netted a shrimp. So I got a shrimp in there if I ever need to catch maybe sheep's head or a black drum or redfish. But we are going to be targeting hopefully tarpon, and I actually just saw a pile of nice snook where I wasn't really expecting them. So we're going to toss some mullet around today, and yeah, let's get right into it. All right, first mullet of the day. He's like, I got like 9-ish. I think I have 9, like 8 inches. These are perfect handy size, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with them real quick here. All right, so there should be some fish right here in this corner. I actually did like some scouting a little bit earlier, and I actually just no rod in hand just drove down the bank right here looking for fish. I knew there wouldn't be fish all along the bank, but I did find a spot where there was about a pile, which was right here. So I came back about 30 minutes later, got my live mullet ready, and now I know exactly where the fish should be, exactly where they're gonna eat at, and it's about precision. Big Snook just clapped it right at the bank. There we go. And he's in the dock. Not a huge one, but a good one. And and we're under the dock now. A little bit too close to the tip there. All right. That was quick. About ran over a manatee. Okay, so I saw that school after I went by that school earlier, saw them, came back 30 minutes later, didn't see him, and then said, I'm gonna hit him one more time in 10 minutes. And of course, they're sitting right there. This wasn't the biggest one. The biggest one was probably 34. And this guy maybe is about 27. Okay, that was pretty exhilarating. All right. First fish of the day. Oof. Alrighty. There he is. First fish of the day, probably, I don't know. Let's actually just measure. 0, 20, you guys can see that over there. 27.5. Almost slot, but go ahead. We're gonna get a bigger one. I know it. Not the giant we're looking for, but not a bad one. Maybe a 6-pounder or so. All right, let's go ahead and let this guy go. Not the monster, but still cool. I was watching the big one the whole time. I was watching the mullet in the big one, and then I just saw out of the corner of my eye, the mullet was just subsurface and just go, woof. This guy grabbed him. Come on, bud. You're okay. There he goes. Let's get another one, a bigger one. That one's not that big. Okay, so I wanted to do a little summary of what just happened there. So the first thing, I got mullet in the morning, all right? I saw this bank that was right here to my left, and I said, oh, that looks pretty good. Let me just go down the bank. No rod in hand. I'm just looking. It's still pretty dark in the morning. I can't really see much. And of course, 5 feet from the boat, I see a pile about 10 right next to this dock. And I said, oh, okay, so there's fish right there. I know if I come back maybe 30 minutes later, they're still gonna be there. So I come back 30 minutes later, all set up, ready to go, rigged and ready. And they're actually not there. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. I'm gonna come back, I'm just gonna make a loop, come back 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, there's 10 fish sitting there. And yeah, the little one grabbed it. Unfortunately, the big one that was probably 34, maybe 35, just kind of sat there dead still, didn't even move. But we're gonna try to get another one, and we're gonna try to get a bigger one, so stay tuned. Look how big this shark is. Holy crap. Tarpon right here. there's so many sharks right here. I'm gonna get sharks so bad while fishing these tarpon. Literally everywhere I look, I see a shark. But there's tarpon on top of them everywhere. About to get eaten. Dude, sharks are straight psychos. Tarpon on it, or shark, can't tell. Tarpon right at the boat, dude, right at the boat. Right at the boat, clapped it. That's what I'm talking about. And he shook it. I should have bowed a little bit more. I think he just broke the line. I can't tell. Oh no, he didn't break the line. Just came undone. Right at the boat, too. I hope you guys could see that eat. That was pretty sick. He just shook it. No worries. I probably should have bowed a little bit more. But good thing is I got more mullet and there's a ton more tarpon. Huge snook right here. Big snook. Big overslot. On it. He went to it, but the mullet went down. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where the snook went. He went straight towards it, but the mullet went straight down. Where the heck did the snook go? It was like a possible 40, but literally the second it hit the water, he turned and shot towards it, and the mullet went straight down to the bottom. Dang it, dude. Where the heck did the snook go? Alright, as usual, starting to rain right now, so I'm dipping. Oh no! Alright, so it's finishing up raining now. I think I'm gonna mess with the these marina tarpon a little bit more. And after there, I think we're gonna go try to find a snook or a redfish or a tarpon or something else on the flats. And yeah, now I'm just gonna look for rolling tarpon and throw my mullet on them. Oh, I just got blasted. Huge snook, just sitting on the seawall right there. I don't even know if that was a snook. I didn't have my line tight at all. The second it hit the seawall, I felt him thump it under the water, and I started reeling, and by that time he had gotten into the dock. Man, dude. So the weather's getting pretty bad, and yeah, honestly, now I'm about to show you guys how Gheenees perform in that with like 1 to 2 foot chop. We gotta make it back to the boat ramp, so let's go. stake it out right here because it's gonna turn. All right. Oh, I guess this is like a vlog style video. You guys can watch me take the boat out.
Laughing at this guy right here and tapping him, bro. Oh, I've been doing this for 20 years. You can't tell.
No, the boat's sideways. They're in dead center in the middle of the what's it called?
Won't be done. No, 20 years of experience. Sure.
Okay, so not the craziest day ever, but you know, not a bad day. We got a nice snook, and I jumped a nice tarpon, and I actually broke off on something that I think was a pretty big snook at the end there on the seawall. I threw the mullet, I saw it hit the water, I saw something flash across from it, and I was like, did something just hit my mullet? In like that second I took to think about whether I got eaten or not, that snook, or I'm assuming it was a snook, was already in the dock. And by the time I reeled, I just broke it off right on the edge of the dock. But other than that, raining, bad weather, and hopefully we'll get back to it here soon. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the subscribe button, and if you like the video, hit the like button, and I will see you guys in the next video.